And we're back, guys. Welcome to Good Energy. We report on tennis. Good Energy reporting on tennis. So we head back to France, and this video is brought to you via the Fair Use Reporting Act, Fair Use Tennis Reporting. Good Energy. We have the hometown favorite, Clara Burel, and she's taking on a seeded player, Varvara Gracheva, who, listen, these two ladies are not that far apart in age. They're literally 1 year apart. But Gracheva having the better main tour career so far. She's adjusted a lot faster than Burel with twice as many wins. However, Burel's a former junior number one. She's a Olympic medalist 2 times over. And if I think all the ladies on tour had a foot race, I'd probably give first place to Coco Gauff and Clara Burel the second place. That's right. Why? Because she is super duper fast. Look at that forehand, too long. Clara Burel, excuse me, guys. Burel is super duper fast. She's lightning fast. Hit a drop shot on her and watch her run it down. She can baseline with you. She's got a good mid-range game, a good two-way game. I think she's a good doubles player. However, I've been saying it all year and for quite some time now. She lacks the power to go toe-to-toe with some of the harder hitters on tour, like a Sabalenka. We saw what happened at the U.S. Open, where I gave you that free lock. But I do think Burel facing someone like Varvara Gracheva, this is a great matchup because Varvara makes a ton of mistakes. I've given you several locks on Varvara throughout the season. She makes a lot of double faults, and so does Burel. So what does that mean? That means that a lock for me is the first set to go over 9.5 games as an underdog pick. I also had Sofia Kenin, Kalalina going over 9.5 games. Those were locks. Those were both underdog locks. Those were my only two personal picks on the day. And remember, I say it all the time, hard is great for overs because the average player on the main tour holds about 70% of their service games. So you're going to see a lot of overs when we get back to hard. And of course, hard is the most played on surface. Look at Burel. She's feisty. She's got an attitude, but I think she's a great talent. She's a great player. And like I said, she hasn't adjusted well to the main tour level. I think Coco Gauff transitioned well. Remember, she's a former junior slampion, winning the Roland Garros at age 14, then going on and blasting Venus Williams off the court at Wimbledon and making the WTA finals this year. Now, I don't want to be too hard on Coco because I was hard on Iga last year at the finals, and Iga came back and demolished the tour. I hope the same thing happens with Coco, but I clearly think she was the weakest player there. She needs to work on her right-handed forehand when she's facing north, and she'll be a problem on tour. But watch out for Alicia Parks. The main event tomorrow is going to be Alicia Parks versus Marketa Vondrousova. Is Alicia injured? We're going to see how she feels when she wakes up. Don't be surprised if she pulls out of that match. I don't blame her. She needs to be healthy for the Australian Open where she's going to tear up that draw. However, Vondrousova is a tough opponent, and I would not want to face her, ladies and gentlemen, because she's very... In my opinion, before Barbora came around, I had Vondrousova as the best player out of the Czech Republic, even over Karolina Pliskova. So that's going to be a great match, but... Look, Burel, the huge win over Muchova yesterday. Muchova's still trying to find her game after coming back from injury. She's been losing a lot to lesser competition on the challenger level that she's simply just better than. The same with Sofia Kenin. It's tough to come back from injuries and find your rhythm. This is why Serena Williams is so great, guys. She came back from having a baby and made 2 slam finals, okay? Put some respect on the Queen's name. Look, she sells out arenas like it isn't nothing. Half of these chicks on tour, they couldn't sell out the local tennis club, you know? But nonetheless, this is Good Energy reporting from France. Who's going to win the match? Who knows? Gracheva's the favorite, but I wouldn't count Burel out. I really wouldn't because she's a fighter. She really uses her problem-solving skills on the court, and I think she's a super-duper athlete. So stay tuned. This is Good Energy reporting.